Hello class, this is Craig. I'm back for Module 2 to give you some tips and some hints about this week's critical thinking exercise. Things are getting just a little bit tougher. Still not too bad. At least we have a little bit of experience with Excel, right? That should have been a little bit easier. However, there were a couple tricks in there, at least baffled me. I don't know how you did with them. But let's take a look at this. The first thing we were asked to do is generate some statistics. In problem 1, they wanted at least mean and median. So I'm going to go to the Data tab, and then in the Analysis group, click Data Analysis, and I am going to choose Descriptive Statistics. And Descriptive Statistics wants to know where our data is. So I'm going to go out here. Let's see. We were to use variables 18 to 25. I'm just going to use 18, 19, and 20. And recall, we're going to be looking for these labels so we know what we have. So keep that checkbox checked. And when we grab this data, we have to include the labels. Scroll down to the bottom. By the way, you probably, well, maybe you don't remember my spreadsheet. I've got some stuff that I added at the bottom here. And also at the top, I just numbered my columns. Made it much easier for me to keep things straight. Okay, I've got my input range. I say labels in first row. I'm going to say put this in a new worksheet. Yeah, I don't want to put things in a range here. This week we're using different worksheets. We have to check summary statistics, and we say go, and there is our data. We have descriptive statistics for the 3 variables. A little bit of a mess. So first I'm going to clean things up. First of all, I'm going to delete this repeated row of labels, and that delete the repeated row of labels. You know, I've had half a beer and it's like I can't talk. I don't know what's going on. Okay, here we go. Move these things over just so I can see things and understand what I have here. Oopsie, went too far, didn't I? Yeah. And now it makes it a little bit more clear what we have. Let's see, this was the ease of exchange, quality, and prices, it looks like. And I probably want to clean this data up by getting rid of a couple, take her down to 2 decimal places. And really, all we really were interested in this data was what? The median and the mean. And there they are. I would pull this, well, let's see, you're going to have, what is it, 18 to 25, that's 7 variables. I would pull those values out and make a table. But there's how we got those descriptive statistics. Okay, the next thing we were asked to do is make a box and whisker plot. This is where I ran into a little bit more difficulty. Okay, let's go back to our data sheet. Again, we're using variables. You're going to use 18 to 25. I'm just going to grab the first 3. 18, 19, 20. Let's see, where is it? This one we have to use our add-ins tab for the first time. Data Analysis Plus. Why is it listed there twice? I don't know, but I read online that it's common. Don't worry about it. Choose either one. Okay, BoxPlot is what we're looking for this time. I choose BoxPlot, say OK. Again, it wants a data range. Again, labels is checked. So I'm going to go out here and I'm going to choose 18, 19, 20. Oh, heck, let's do 4 of them. Scroll down to the bottom of the data set. And when you say OK, watch this lower corner and see what happens. It put a new tab in, and it's building those charts, and there they are. 3 nice little box plots, which is Excel's version of a box and whisker chart. There's my 4. I'm going to double click on this first column border so I can see all the information. And what do we have here? We have a box plot. This first one there in A2, it tells me that this was ease of exchange. So right away I might start cleaning this thing up a little bit. Ease of exchanges, yeah, whatever. Exchanges, you name it. And what else do we have here? Along the lower axis, these are the responses. And as I recall, responses ranged, let me take a peek here, from 1 to 7. And the question is, what did they mean? 1 was not very important. 7 was very important. Now, I don't expect you to go in here and change all of those on every single one of these stupid little box plots you're going to do, but maybe you'll have a key that will describe them somewhere. Maybe these will become part of a figure, and in that figure 1 information, you're going to tell me what they mean. I don't know. You figure that out. That's your job, right? But you somehow have to tell the reader that what these numbers mean. What else do we have going here? Well, first of all, this is our box plot, and you can read, I know it's the median, that line in the middle of it, that these are the first and third quartiles, and that the length of the line, or the line extends to the furthest value. Let's go look at, yeah, this one. Median must be at 7 or something for this one, because I don't see it out there. I believe that's what it is. Can that be? Let's look at this one instead. Median's a little bit over 6. We can probably look at our data and figure that out. Let's see. Where is the median for quality? Quality. Median. Yep, it was at 7. Okay. So the median's at 7. Must have had a lot of 7s for quality. Sure enough, the mean is 6.29. It's up there. Go back to our box plot. Let's look at this one here. What is this? We're looking at variety. It must be variety of goods or something. That's our median. These diamond shapes, our author didn't tell us what they are, and truthfully, I don't know what they are, but it doesn't really matter. I think they mean we have values of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In this plot, which is the price plot, you notice we didn't have that little star at 2. And if you look through your data, you will find there's not a ranking of 2 in those 150 pieces of information. Okay, these round dots indicate outliers. And sure enough, over here it tells us that we had outliers, a whole bunch of 4s, a 3, and some 1s. And notice that's where the 3 dots are at, 4, 3, and 1. Okay, these are our box plots. Now, this is where things get a little bit difficult. How do you get these things into your paper? Here's what I figured out. First I thought, I don't need this stupid little indicator there. I'm going to delete them. But watch what happens when I hit my delete key right now. Something got messed up. The scale changed. The chart no longer fits. Don't do that. This does not look good. The numbers no longer line up where they should. So I'm going to hit my undo button. Sure enough, the median should be at 6. But again, when I delete that little label, oh boy, now my median's at 5 1/4. Not good. Don't do it. So then I thought, well, okay, we'll just leave it there. And then I thought, okay, I'm going to copy this chart. I'm going to go over to Word, and I'm going to try pasting it in. That worked fine. Maybe I can delete it here. Oh, well, this is an embedded chart. And no, things don't get any better when we try to do it over here. How about if we resize this thing? Can we do that? Sure. But that doesn't really help us. And look, at resizing distorts things. Let's put it back where it was. Not quite. Something like that. How about if I try distorting it? Oh no, that made a mess too. How am I going to fit all of these things into my paper? I got a whole bunch of these. In fact, how many are there? 3, 6, 7, 8 of them. Well, the problem is, let's go back to Excel, that the author has embedded an actual graph in here. and I haven't quite figured it out. But once you start deleting things, you start moving points and stuff, and yep, it makes a mess. Well, here's what I came up with. This is a Windows 7 machine, and Windows 7 has a tool called the Snip Tool, or is it snipping? It's the snipping tool. And what we can do is we can highlight an area that we want to create a JPEG from, a graphic file. And we can paste those into our Word document, and we can resize those. So here's what I decided to do. I first said, okay, first I found out I'm going to need some background color on this thing. So I did format, and I wanted to format the chart area, and I wanted to give some color to it. So I chose a solid fill, and I chose some color. Yeah, don't do anything gross. Choose something nice. Yeah, I like that one. Okay, so I have a fill, and now I'm going to go down and choose my snip tool. You can't see it, but I have it pinned to my taskbar. Oopsie, didn't want that to happen. Go away. I click on my snip tool, and here it pops up. Snip tool says, drag the cursor on the area you want to capture. So I just take this little bullseye, sorry, crosshairs, and I say, I want that, because I don't need that stupid BoxPlot title. And look at there, the snip tool window pops up, and he says, you now have this, and I'm going to save that as a JPEG. Let's see, which was this? Ease of exchanges. I already saved it once, so I will, let's see, drill into where I keep these things right there, and my 2 snips. Yep, that's my box plot of the ease of exchange. Save. Yep. Ooh, it's a ping. I didn't really want to save it as a ping, did I? No, because those are bigger files, so I'm going to choose JPEG. Ah, didn't save it like that before. It's okay. Go away. I want to save as, and I want you to be a JPEG file. Oh, I need my name. Box, and this one was exchange. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to go to my Word document, and let's see. I'm going to get rid of this one. This was the one we did earlier. And because I just snipped that object, it's still in the clipboard, and I can just paste. Apparently I can't. Oh, maybe I can. There it is. And now look what we can do. These guys we can size any way we want, and we can make them quite small. And as I said for our first week's assignment, you might want to put, well, you could put all 8 of these, line them all up here, 3 in a row, 3 in a row, and 2 more, or something like that, and put them all in one figure. That would be fine. They're big enough to see. That was the hassle, though, getting those things small enough. Okay, I guess that wraps it up for this first part, getting the raw data, the descriptive data, and building your box plots.